some breakfast tortillas. Just heating my pan up just a little bit with some light oil here. I use avocado for general saute just because the heat point is higher, so it doesn't burn things as much as olive oil. Got some corn tortillas. Not the prettiest thing, but here we go. Got some really simple breakfast tacos, or quesadillas I suppose. And then I got some of the tea that I brewed earlier. It's a mixture of rose and green tea. So I can pour a little bit of that in here. It's probably steeped by now. Hello. How'd you sleep, Aya? Are you gonna work out with me this morning? Probably not. Why not?
Good. Come on up top. Arms over your chest. Good. I want you to be open today to working hard. Whatever mood you showed up in, whatever kind of motivation you have or do not have, regardless. We're here doing this because we respect our bodies, we respect our health. Okay? Arms go up and back. There you go.
This is the Vita Proteins Marine Collagen. You're supposed to do 2 scoops for 1 serving. There's 2 scoops has 12 grams of collagen peptides. But I just do 1 per scoop of tea, per cup of tea, because otherwise it does have a kind of a milky flavor that I don't really like. I'm going to dissolve this. And then I also have this Celestial decaffeinated tea, Candy Cane Lane, which is actually really good. It's holiday themed, but it has peppermint, decaf green tea, orange, natural mint flavor, cinnamon, blackberry, roasted carob, roasted chicory, and vanilla. So it has kind of that, you know, sweet and smoky and bright notes in there that I really like. So I'm gonna drink this, and I typically make like 3 or 4 cups of tea from 1 packet, so I just let it keep steeping until it's, you know, totally done. I have my water boiler. Also this shirt, Say That Fucking Me. It's kind of how I feel about quarantine and about life right now. But there it is. I got this, I think, from Nasty Gal. It's like a big oversized tee that I wear to bed sometimes. But it's super comfortable and cute. And then I'm just gonna stir. And if you use this, you definitely want to stir so that it's fully dissolved. It says it's, you know, you can mix it in hot and cold liquids and that it's tasteless, but you can definitely taste some kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It smells a little fishy maybe. I don't know. But I'm almost done with this, and I have another Vital Proteins beauty powder that also has collagen, but it's more of a lavender lemon flavor, and I like that one better, so I'll probably use that one from now on. Here's the tea. And then I'm just gonna start my day. Going to do some work, sit over here, got my 2 computers set up, and I will see you next time. So I decided to make barbecue chicken. I'll shred. So I have 2 frozen chicken breasts in here with a cup of vegetable broth, I think, or no, chicken broth. Chicken is done. I put some barbecue sauce in here and then just shred it and then mix it. And this will store in a separate container where I can just have shredded chicken whenever I want. See? So it's cooked really tender. It shreds really easily. So here's the fully shredded chicken. Really good. This barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's. Really good. Mostly sweet, hint of spicy, and really easy. Took like 20 minutes. So it's dinner time, and I'm really not in the mood to cook today, but I thought I would just use up some leftover ingredients in the fridge. I have the barbecue chicken that I made earlier, which I'll use as a garnish, and then I also have some remaining romaine lettuce that I'll just slice up, and also some roasted sweet potatoes that I need to use up as well. So I'll just make a little bowl for dinner. Just something really simple. Typically I would probably be ordering takeout or delivery, but I've resolved this month to stop getting as much takeout as I have been doing the past month or so. And so that means cooking more at home and just using up whatever I have in the fridge. So let me show you what I'm doing right now. Brown rice and quinoa that I have prepped earlier. So I'm gonna put this in a bowl and then just build my topping, kind of like, you know, a burrito bowl or whatever, just with less ingredients. But probably also put some avocado on top and then just call it a day. So probably about this much of brown rice and quinoa. Then I'll add about half of this lettuce on top. And I'm trying to eat healthier this month. I typically do eat fairly healthy, but for some reason the last month or two I've been really just going at it with Uber Eats and getting delivery and whatnot. So, you know, for the sake of just eating more whole foods and also saving money, because delivery definitely does add up, I figure this is a much better alternative. And then I have chicken that I made earlier, which is really good. That barbecue sauce really makes a difference. You could definitely, you know, spend more time braising the chicken and adding more seasoning and stuff, but you know, if you're in a pinch, that barbecue sauce at the end really does give it a lot of flavor. There's that. And then I'm gonna slice some avocados. And I feel like, you know, making a bowl is literally the easiest thing that you could eat. When I used to meal prep more often, I would just make batch items like grains or protein, and then I would just, you know, keep them in separate Tupperwares and then just add them to meals. And that was such an easy way just to have fresh, or like, you know, prepared foods just, you know, waiting in the fridge for you, which is always nice. We've already had one avocado today, but we love avocados, so I don't think Robert will be upset about that. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna put some seasoning on here. Some sea salt. Also have this everything but the elodie seasoning blend from Trader Joe's. Really good for like Tex-Mex style seasoning. It has salt, chili pepper, cheese, chipotle, and cumin. I have this one, and I also have their everything but the bagel seasoning, which is always really good, although not quite the flavor profile we're going for here on this dish. So I wish I had like a creamy sauce to like, it would have been a good idea to make an avocado crema, but I'm lazy and this is good enough for today. So here's the finished product. Let me give you a little visual here. There we go. So everything's in the bowl. Looks pretty, you know, simple but tasty. So I'll give this to Robert soon. I forgot I have some salsa. This is actually our favorite salsa for tortilla chips. Paste picante hot. I'm making dinner. Wow. It's very, I'm using leftovers. Just gonna put some of this on top. It looks good. Might be deceiving. I'm just kidding.
It's got hot sauce on it. It's gotta be good.
It's gotta be good. Okay. So here's, I'm using all the leftovers that we had this week. So also just wanted to use up the leftover green tea. Just go for some ice. It's cold already, so no worries about the glass breaking. But there you go. And typically we use just like the same tea all day, so we'll just re-steep it until it just kind of gets really watery. But we love tea, so there you go. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Only half of the week is gone. I decided just to film a little bit in a new area of the house. We're in the sunroom, and that's where I have most of my plants, and it's pretty chilly in the morning. We do have a heater here that tries to keep it at like a 68-degree temperature, but with the cold front outside. It's definitely been chilly here lately. But I thought we'll just sip some tea here, maybe do some work here this morning instead of working in the dining room. And I might show you a little bit of, you know, the sunroom and what it looks like if you're interested. This is probably our favorite room of the house, especially in like, what, you know, warmer months, because we can just lay out here, relax, have friends over. A lot of plants are in here, so it's just really peaceful. So I'm going to show you around a little bit. I have this candle that I got. So I'm drinking some Celestial Seasonings, like winter Candyland tea. It's like a peppermint kind of herbal mix. Bought this candle from Purity Lab, eucalyptus and sage. It smells really just fresh and clean. I'm gonna light this. It has a nice little wick here. Okay. So yeah, I'll show you. This is what our sunroom looks like. There's kind of this floor mattress here that we bought a little cover for, bunch of pillows. If you are familiar with Alex Gray's work, he makes a lot of really cool paintings and pictures, and this is actually a tapestry, I guess a blanket if you call it that, that Robert bought that has one of his famous paintings on there. And then I will show you this. That's the heater. We bought this little kind of Japanese mat from Amazon, but you can see here, got a little singing bowl, these little elephants that hold candles. I have 2 of these. I got this from Thailand on my trip there. It's really cute. Got a little plant here that's not doing so well. It's alright. It's kind of getting a little bit yellow. It's probably a little cold here for that. It's a money plant. I have a Hoya here that my friend bought for me. She has a sister version. I think her name is Olivia. I think. But here's my plant. There's also a mojito mint plant here. And I bought this little plant holder, a macrame one from TJ Maxx. So I thought that was really cute. Got some crystals here. You can see our backyard. And then Robert bought some of these paintings. They're watercolor. I can't read his name. Joe Henry, maybe? But they're just really, you know, natural, Japanese inspired. And they fit in with kind of the greenery that we have here. Little spider plant that we propagated from a larger one that hangs up here. And we, this is actually a gift for one of our friends. Got some leeks here that aren't doing very well. I think it's because you're probably only supposed to put like only 1 or 2 in a big pot so it has room to grow, but I definitely like over saturated that. Got some heather plants here. We have a lime tree that hopefully will grow, but it's starting to flower here. And I think you're supposed to let it flower so that it'll grow fruit. I'm not sure. It's kind of a little cold for it right now, but we're doing our best. I think some kind of palm plant that Robert's mom gave us. Got some big aloe that needs to be propagated. There's so many little babies in here that we should probably separate eventually. Got some more little spider plants propagating in here. These are all babies that I'm just letting grow in water, and it's been growing these really long roots, which is really awesome. My little herb section, we got some French lavender. It's looking a little droopy, so I should probably water it today. French lavender. We have some chives here. This little succulent, it was about to die, and then I just kind of really took care of it, and now it's doing a lot better. I think Robert bought this for me a couple years ago, and I'm surprised it's still alive. And then a little bit of kale, some rainbow chard in here. I have a larger garden outside, but it's mostly dead just because it's so cold right now. Got some Thai basil, which I love. It smells so good. And some smaller basil back here. And then more plants. These two are the same. I'm not sure why this one's dying. It's a little brittle, so maybe it's probably too cold and not enough water. Although the soil is kind of wet, so I don't know what's going on with that one. Another sinking bowl. Yeah. A macrame dream catcher. So we have this little thing here. Robert's a fan of Dragon Ball Z because of these little balls. If you see here, it's the same artist as the other painting that I showed you. But if you're into spirituality or things like that, these actually represent the chakra systems, because you have, you know, several chakras that represent different areas of the body. And so, you know, that's kind of why he got that, because, you know, that whole part of aligning the chakras is something that we enjoy reading about. So there's that as well. Oh, I think I forgot to show you this painting. Same artist here again, kind of a bamboo forest style. So yeah. So I thought I would share with you guys kind of a fun project that my friend Chelsea and I were doing. We have started a food Instagram called Sesame and Husk. Sesame is me and Husk is her, and maybe we'll do a little video about why we decided to pick that name. But we're two friends. I've known her since high school. We're serving you global and flavorful, original and creative recipes, perfect for gatherings. We have some menu items there already. We just started it pretty recently, but already you can see some recipes. This is the original one that she's made. It's like a holiday spice banana bread that she created. We have an avocado toast that I created originally as well as like a salmon dish. We also have curated recipes, so essentially we try recipes that we find that we think look good, and we kind of make sure that it is a solid one, and then we share it with our audience. So this was one example of that. I made a coq au vin for Christmas, and this was a recipe that was from the Endless Meal, I believe, yes. And I just followed her recipe to a T, and it turned out really delicious, so I share that with our followers. I just posted this today. It's a ginger and leek wonton soup. Really easy, it takes like 15-20 minutes. I think I showed it earlier in this vlog, but I actually shared the recipe on here in case you are interested. And right now we're just doing a microblog, but you know, in the future we might do like an actual website. This is a ramen and kind of kimchi mix I made last night for lunch. And this one I was pretty proud of is the bûche de Noël. Not perfect because there's that crack in the filling, but it tasted so good. And that was my first time making anything like jelly or spiral filled, so that was really fun. It took 4 hours. But anyway, if you want to, you can follow us at Sesame and Husk, and we would love to, you know, share recipes with you. So just wanted to share that with you guys if you're interested. Alright, so it's around 11:30. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'll make some, you know, some lunch, some really quick soup, wonton soup. So I might show you guys how I make that. It's really simple, just some cut up vegetables, some aromatics, and then I have some frozen dumplings that I bought from the Korean market that I'll throw in there to add at the end as well. So it takes about 15-20 minutes to cook. I'll show you guys in the next clip how I make it, and if you think it's good, you can just recreate it from your own homes. So there's that. I just got back from FedEx and it's snowing outside, so I threw on this like big turtleneck sweater from Red Runway. And let's eat. I'm hungry. here's what I have so far. There's some dumplings in here that were frozen that I just put in here. Some mushrooms, spinach, ginger, leeks, garlic, turmeric, vegetable broth. It's cold outside, so now we have something warm to eat.
There's leeks?
I sauteed some leeks at the bottom.
I love leeks.
Here's the final product. It looks delicious and warm. Do you want to show them what you got, babe?
It's Catan. It's
The Starfarers edition.
Wow.
Lots of pieces here.
It's got spaceships. Look at this rocket.
Are there cards like the other one? Or
Yeah, you got little resource cards. You got little.
did you buy little protectors for those too?
I did not, because they are not standard size cards.
Ah, it's too bad. We'll have to play that sometime. 2 players? 2 to 4 players?
It is 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Okay.
There's an expansion that extends.
We need a friend. Alright guys, it is almost 5 o'clock. Just got done with work. And I have the afternoon kind of to myself. Robert's occupied all night. So I figured I might just do some cleaning of our closet space in our bedroom. Granted, like, we've only moved in, and you know, we bought this house this year. We moved in I want to say like early August, so it hasn't been too long, but I feel like it's been long enough that my closet has been cluttered again, and there's clothes everywhere. And I was trying to find another tripod that I had, but I don't know where it is, so that's just more reason to keep looking through my closet. So I'm gonna clean the closet today. I'll probably put on a show, maybe watch something while I'm doing it. Let me know if there's any good shows that you would recommend. I feel like I've watched so many TV shows and so many movies this year, from all the Marvel movies to The Queen's Gambit to Lovecraft Country, which I loved. But if you have any other recommendations, let me know. Most recently, I've watched Bridgerton. I finished that in 1 day. I just started watching Catherine the Great on Hulu, which has been pretty good. But yeah, let me know what recommendations you have. But otherwise, I'm going to be cleaning a little bit and eating, because I have such a sweet tooth. So my friends made this for us as a little Christmas gift. It is, I think, dark chocolate with white chocolate frosting, icing on top. And it's actually chocolate covered like espresso beans that they put inside. So I'll be eating this.
But it's fully functioning. People just go to my site, GarrettTheCounselor.com. All my contact information is there. You can book an appointment there. Whatever you need to do is all easily found on that website. Garrett the Counselor. Counsel, these conversations, these interviews. I had this in mind, when I was mentoring, and I realized I need this, kind of pivot. I had all this in mind then, and so that's why it's like I'm grateful for this.
Yeah, I love the idea of seeking out the right fit for you, whether that's financially or emotionally, finding the right counselor, the right therapist. One of the things I love so much about therapy are the tools. So for me, finding a therapist that gives me homework is the kind of therapy.
Alright, taking a break for lunch. Got some leftover red lentil soup. Put a spoonful of this Greek yogurt. This brand right here. I'm also going to eat it with something a bit more textured and crunchy. Got these Chipotle cheese straws. What do you think about these?
Chipotle.
I feel like they were a little bland, but they're still, I think, a little cheesy. You get a little bit of heat.
Lacking in Chipotle flavor.
Lacking in salt.
Lacking in flavor.
But I think it'll go good with these, with the soup. I got these from TJ Maxx, and they have really good, or just unique food items in general. And they look like, let me just pull it out for you. They look like this. So I'll just kind of dip them in the soup and eat that for lunch. What are you eating?
Same thing, just making some rice.